Hi guys, in today's video we're gonna be going over the new Hilda. She did get some adjustments, her skills and passive are a bit different now, so we'll go over all of that as well as how to play her properly and absolutely dominate and kill any opponent jungler on your own. She's really good and we'll go over it.
Oh shit!
Oh, holy shit, I'm sorry bro.
Are you still stuck in the same rank? I'm Hajun, former pro player, 300 plus stars, and I main Rome. In Season 21, I hit Global number 3 Jawhead, Global number 15 Matilda, and Global Popol and Koopa, all with over 80% win rate. And I'm working with Dez, a 1000 stars ex-Global number 1 Lancelot, also from the pro scene. We teach macro, rotations, shot calling, pressure timing, and mindset. The things that actually win games, not just random tips. That we charge $30 for 1 hour, $50 for 2 hours. Coaching details are in the description if you're interested. And if you buy diamonds, don't overpay, because if you're buying from in-game, you are overpaying. Use my loot bar link in the description to get them up to 20% cheaper. You must use my link to get the discount. If you're serious about climbing, get our coaching.
Quick shout out to Nexora, the only finger sleeves that genuinely level up your gameplay. They're insanely smooth so your swipes feel lighter and your control gets way sharper. And if your fingers get sweaty mid-match, these sleeves keep your touch perfect so you never lose inputs. I've got long fingers and every other brand slipped off, but Nexora's are longer, bigger, and they fit perfectly. Zero sliding. That silver fiber technology makes every tap and flick feel faster and way more responsive. I've tried tons of sleeves and nothing compares to these. Use my code Hajun15, all uppercase, at checkout for 15% off. Don't forget, use the code. If you want to buy these finger sleeves, the details will be in the description of this video. Alright guys, so for the new Hilda, pretty much her passive has changed. Whenever you walk into a bush, you actually start healing. And then when you use the first skill and you would get an enhanced basic attack, well, now you get it every time you walk into a bush. So you don't have to use your first skill for it, right? As soon as you enter a bush, see this is her passive, right? You get it instantly, that's the cooldown. For her first skill, before when you would walk into a bush, you would get a shield, right? But now her first skill is the one that gives that shield and you get a movement speed. And you get the basic attack buff from standing in a bush. Okay? Like this. And for the second skill, it's just the same as before, and there is no changes to the ultimate or to the second skill. So your typical combo with Hilda is gonna look like this. You're gonna walk into a bush, get the passive, right? So once again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You have full stacks, and then use your ulti for more damage. Alright guys, that's pretty much what Hilda does now. She does a lot of damage. For the build, I like to use speed boots with Encourage Enchantment, Dominance Ice, Oracle, Radiant Armor, Anti-Cuirass, and Immortality. Now for the spare items, I like to have the new item, Chastise Pauldron and Blade Armor. The emblem is as follows, and the spell I always like to go with Revitalize. I don't build Thunderbolt because the stacks just takes too long. You can't get them consistently with Hilda. And I also like to build Fury Hammer before Dominance Ice. In this game, you're actually gonna see me build Thunderbolt, but it's really not the ideal build after multiple testing. As you guys can see, as soon as the game starts, I head over to the XP side buff. Fortunately, this time around, I actually vision 3 people and get significant XP for it. Now, I try to pressure the buff, however, it doesn't seem like we can, and you really don't want to force anything. And you also want to get every single mid minion if you can. Kimi is a really strong mid laner, one of the strongest in the early game. So if you're playing Rome and you get Kimi as your mid laner, make sure to play very aggressive.
No flick, no flick. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now with Hilda, ideally you should be constantly invading jungle buffs and creeps. However, in this game, they have a Selena and a Khadita defending the YSS constantly. So if you can find an opportunity to invade them, don't force it. Alright? Don't force it too much. If you know you're gonna die, if you know you're overextended, just head back. You don't have to, right? You can still show your early game pressure. So due to me pressuring the YSS over there on his creep a little bit, and lowering his HP, my Hayabusa is actually able to finish him off. Ixia is playing so passive, bro. So Turtle is up now, and so is YSS blue buff. Well, I'm just gonna pressure and give vision around YSS blue buff, right? However, I feel like I was way too overextended on that one, and I didn't really have much backup. My Hayabusa was focusing on Turtle, so I shouldn't have been that overextended and just waited in a bush and waited for him to finish doing his jungle and then go for blue buff. Yes, it's a good idea overall to go for their buff over there. However, me on my own isn't that strong, especially when the opponents have reached higher levels, not just level 1. Level 1 you can be more oppressive. However, once they reach a higher level, it's way more difficult to do so. Now see how I juke them with the movement, and I also use Revitalize. I'm unfortunately unable to catch the YSS. However, my Kimi is able to secure his red buff, and I get the kill onto the Selena. And then, because of that, Hayabusa gets a nice double kill. So, it is still worth it to play aggressive, but you really just need to understand when you can, when your teammates can help you, and when they can't. For the first time I died, it was a bad decision because no one could really support me. The second time around, it worked out because my teammates were able to support me, and I also was able to use Revitalize and deal some really good damage back. But yes, guys, for a roamer, her damage is really insane, and the value that she can provide is so strong. That is why I do think she is really meta right now.
Turn. Yo.
We saw YSS near us. Remember, guys, Hilda, Kimi, super strong in the early game. We saw the YSS completely on his own, and we decided to take advantage and get a nice kill onto him. Since we got a kill onto YSS, I'm going to pressure the opponent blue buff now, and Kimi is going to start it. My Hayabusa is on his way, if you check the map, for the blue buff. I'm going to keep the pressure on. I'm going to be playing a bit more aggressive right now, because I know that my Revitalize is up.
Boss! Yo.
What the fuck is Pointless Abundance, bro?
Yo, Des.
He just...
Yo, you came out way too early, bro. I thought... Now you guys are about to witness how strong Hilda is. As you can see over here, I literally did so much damage to YSS on my own. Now, of course, Ixia got the kill, which is good. But if she wasn't there, I probably could kill the YSS on my own. This is why Hilda is so strong. Guys, her ideal playstyle is you just camp the opponent jungler. It's so good if the jungler is YSS or any assassins, because you can just camp their jungle when they're jungling on their own and just attack them. That is the style of game that you should be doing with Hilda. This game, I was trying to do that, but the Selena and the Kadita were very vigilant, and they always kept YSS on guard.
I'm so tired right now.
Okay.
Like, I could play Dota if I wanted. Like, starting now.
Oh my god. They comp is so gay, bro.
Oh! So usually when you are fighting in team fights with Hilda, you yourself don't really have much crowd control. So who you should be focusing on is the backline. Their marksman, their mage, right? The squishies. You should just be running past their frontline and focusing on them. Now, if the frontline of the opponent team decides to focus on you and chase after you, well, good, then you just get out. If not, you're literally gonna zone the squishies away. You're gonna zone the damage dealers away while the frontliners are tanking the damage from your team, right? Which is really good because then they should be able to get rid of the frontliner while you keep the damage dealers distracted. That is what you should do with Hilda on a team fight. Anyways, this fight was just scuffed.
Yo. Bro.
Yo, Trucker Nick, thank you for becoming a member again. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yo, look at this Cho. Look at this Cho, bro.
Come here, you stupid. Take this fat fucking dick. Hey? hate it. Stupid Ruby player. So fuck.
Even though it's 10 minutes into the game, we still gotta keep pressure on the opponent's blue buff, and we still have to deny the YSS his farm. So I continue the pressure.
Come here, you stupid fuck.
Since Lord is already pushing top lane, we decided to pressure mid lane so we can get this tower and then potentially try to end the game. I mean, the ideal game usually ends with the first Lord. However, this was trio queue, so we weren't really able to sync up all the waves properly. Since Lord is already dead, we should try to take as many towers as we possibly can and deal as much damage to their inhibitors before the next Lord, so it's easier to use the next Lord to actually push. You need to make sure all the waves are synced whenever you're pushing with Lord. That is really important. The good thing that we got out of this is we did get the explosion in top and mid inhibitors. However, the explosions are gonna go away soon anyways because it's the 12-minute mark. We're just trying to force a play right now. I mean, Hayabusa is kind of doing his thing, just second skilling onto whoever and just ulting. That's what you can do in the late game once you reach level 12 because he does way more damage, way more hits with his ultimate. And since there's about a minute left for Lord, we're just going to freeze the waves and take as many of their creeps and jungle as possible. So I see YSS on the top lane, however, he is very well protected. Kadita spots me and they already know that I'm going for him. He's able to get out. However, as you can see, 3 opponents clash back onto me. But despite that, I go for Suyo regardless. My Kimi gets a kill onto him. That was insane. My ulti jumped on YSS as he dashed away, so I went pretty far. I honestly thought I could kill Selena over here, but she got a shield and that's unfortunate. However, Hayabusa goes in, gets the ruby. Right, so as Hilda, you just gotta keep charging at their damage dealers. Pretty much, and that's all you do. You just keep going for them. That's your job. Once again, during this team fight, our main target is going to be YSS. Just like how you can see over here, I literally got him down to half HP and he has to retreat, giving us the advantage in this team fight. Now Haya gets some good damages and he retreats, and me and Cho finish off the YSS, and then we pretty much win the team fight.
How is this still alive?
Oh my god. Edit this here. This. Here. Oh, here it comes.
Once again, guys, the sync is really not perfect because the mid lane is so far behind. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. However, we do win the team fight in bottom lane and Lord A is still alive. We get one of them and we still have 5 of ours, so that's really good. Now our goal is to secure this inhibitor tower, so I just go for it. I have immortality, so I'm not too scared of conflict. I'm going for the Selena over here. We finish her off. And now I'm heading back into the team fight. And we got all inhibitor towers. And I mean, we should be able to end here because we have the numbers advantage and we have the minion pressure. And just like that, Hayabusa did an amazing item swap and completely outplayed the Suyo. And just like that, we end the game, and that is GG's. Guys, this is how you should be playing Hilda. You should always try to aim for their backline, their damage dealers, their junglers, and constantly bother the jungler. That's your job as a Hilda. That's all you need to do. And she's really good, guys. She's meta, I would say right now. I'm not as good as Grok and Gato because those are the best, but I would say she is definitely in lower S tier when it comes to pick roamers right now. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, thank you so much. Make sure to like and subscribe to support me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and goodbye.